Hi, my name is Olivia Atkinson, and I'm going to be presenting the basic properties of an atom. And I'm sorry, but I have to be quiet. So hopefully I'm loud enough to where you can hear me. I've already filmed this video once, and when I did that, I drew all of this while I was filming it. So now it's all drawn, and it should be much easier. Now to start, we have to answer what an atom actually is. And by definition, an atom is the smallest constituent of ordinary matter which can be divided without the release of electrically charged particles. And we can divide this into two parts. Now, this is what an atom looks like. If you've ever seen Jimmy Neutron, this is what transitioning scenes look like. It's an atom. And it can be split up into the nucleus and the electron cloud. Now the nucleus, I've labeled all of these, consists of protons and neutrons. Protons have a positive charge and neutrons have no charge. And the nucleus needs the neutrons because protons repel each other, so the neutrons hold it all together, hold the nucleus together. And what's surrounding the nucleus is what we call an electron cloud. And on the electron cloud are electrons. And they are negatively charged. Now, for the chemical properties of an atom, it's the atomic mass and the atomic mass number and the atomic number. And for example, without like an actual example, it's this X would be the element, and this A is where the mass number would go, and the Z is where the atomic number would go. The atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus, and the mass number is the number of neutrons and protons, neutrons and protons in the nucleus. Sometimes there are more neutrons than protons in the nucleus. It's still, you just add them up, and that would be your mass number, but the atomic number is always just the number of protons. So, for example, carbon has an atomic number of 6, so there's 6 protons in the nucleus, and an atomic mass number of 12, because there's also 12 neutrons, or there's also 6 neutrons and 6 protons. So 6 plus 6 is 12, and that's your atomic mass number. Now, the number of protons in an atom and the number of electrons are the same, but to represent electrons, we have to do it a little differently, and we have to draw these electron shells. Now, the important thing about shells is the first shell can only hold 2 electrons, the second can only hold 8, and the third can only hold 8, and so forth. Now the first and second shell are the inner shells, and the third shell would be the outer shell. So for taking carbon as our example still, this would be a nucleus. The first shell would only hold 2, because we can't exceed 2, but there's more than 2 electrons in carbon, so we would have to draw another shell to be the second shell, and we would put the remaining electron on that shell, which would be 4, and then all 6 electrons are represented for the 6 electrons in carbon. And that concludes the presentation of basic atomic properties. Thank you so much for looking.